Alright, once again, mayong buntag, mayong udto or gabi kung unsa man kang orasa nagtan-aw ning video. Mayong adlaw nimo or ninyo. Okay, so balik ta sa atong lesson. Continue after lesson 5. We have our lesson 6 here. System of nonlinear equations. Okay, so before we go on some examples, we need to understand first some of the key concepts on the system of nonlinear equations. Okay, so what are we waiting for? So start na ta. Okay. So we need to have the what we call system equations, the key concepts involving systems of linear equations. So linear o non-linear, kay ba man siguro tanon from the word itself. Kung tag linear, so linya. Non-linear, so meaning not line. Okay, but we're going to know later on unsa na mga butanga, unsay kalahian, unsay kapareha. Now let's proceed on the key concepts involving systems of linear equation. Take note, linear equations pa ni. In order for us to contrast and compare the linear equations and the non-linear equations. So for the linear equations, guys, so we have a lot of descriptions here, but let me read one by one. So if we say system, a system of equation. A system of equation is a set of more than one equation in one or more variables. So variable x, y, z, bisag pila pa na. Okay? As long as it's more than one. Or one or more variable. It could be all x's lang. X, y, pwede gapon. But the thing here, it should be more than one equation. So dili lang siya kay usa ka equation, kundi duha or mas daghan pa. Now next is the solution. That is the system. Now is the solution to a system. So unsa may solution aning system nato. So say in x and y, it's a pair x and y. So muna say solution. So it should be a pair x and y, which upon replacement in all equations in the system makes each equation true. So meaning if you have your answer here, x and y, now imo nang i-replace or i-substitute nimo in all the equations given, for example duha. Now it should be the answer should always be true. So meaning dapat sakto, dapat tinuod. Okay? Or mo-suffice siya sa logic sa mga equation. Now next is the solutions to system of equations and two variables can be interpreted as points of intersection of graphs in Cartesian plane. Now we will know those things furthermore if we go on some example later. Next, some basic methods in solving system of two linear equations and two variables. These are substitution and elimination. I know you are very familiar with this. By substitution, guys, we use one equation to express one variable, say y, in terms of the others, then say x, and then substitute this expression to y in other equation. Diba? So use the other equation first, substitute, then after you substitute, you unsa na imo nakita on that certain equation na na-substitute nimo, then use that one to the other equation. Okay, next method is elimination. In elimination, we add or subtract possibly multiples of the left and right hand sides of the two equations so that we end up with an equation where one of the variables eliminated or variables eliminated. Example, cancelled, diba? Eliminate or cancel. So that's the linear system. Let's proceed to the nonlinear systems. So in the nonlinear systems, emphasize that the heart of all methods is still the same. So same ray daisig methods, elimination and variables. Now usually, we use the linear equation first to rewrite of the variables in terms of the other, and then substitute the resulting expression into the other equation. Okay? So basically, rewrite una ang variable in terms of the other, then substitute the resulting expression to the other equation. Now, next, in case no linear equation exists, kung y linear equation gani, one can look for entire expression to eliminate. Again, the goal is to reduce the number of variables. Now, sometimes, usahay, a nonlinear polynomial equation can be split. Usahay ran can be split into linear equations via factoring. Okay? Now, we have some examples for that later. Next, especially when quadratic equations are involved, one must watch out for extraneous solutions, extraneous roots, the x, extraneous roots. Kung may tag-roots sa, kay nana siya nakalay sa x-axis. So we can check that one soon. One must always check solutions. Okay, dapat i-check na to kay basin, it's just an extraneous roots. So meaning just an extra, dili appeal. Next, customarily, when we ask to solve a system, the imaginary solutions are also asked. However, emphasize the solution involving imaginary numbers cannot be seen as points of intersection of the corresponding graphs in the Cartesian plane. Just a reminder that points in Cartesian plane represents only pairs of real numbers. Okay, kung naa ko no'y answer nga imaginary solution, dili kuno possible nato nga maka-graph ana sa Cartesian plane, kay ang naa sa Cartesian plane, it represents only a pairs of real numbers. So basically, if there is imaginary, from the word itself, so just imagination or imaginary, diba? Kung mo exist, imaginary number if exists. Now, example number 1, di na nato padugay-dugayon para ma-try nato. So, for example number 1, let me write it in the phone as we can see. So, we have solve the system. First equation, we have x squared minus y equal to 4x, and the other one is y minus 2x equal to negative 5. Now, you can use either substitution or elimination on this one, since the y there, the first one is negative and the y on the bottom is positive, then we can just eliminate directly, or we can also have substitution, diba? So for this example, guys, I prepare substitution. So here you can either choose the first equation or the second equation, but it's up to you. As long as it's easy for you to answer this problem, then you can choose either the first one or the second one. So basically, I chose the first one, the first equation here. So look at this one. We have x squared minus y equal to 4x. Then I just try to put all the x's on the other side and put the y on this side, on the left side. Atong ipakita kung giunsa nato. Atong ipakita. So basically, di ba, ingani man na x squared minus y 4x, di ba? Now if I gonna put the x squared on the other side, it will become negative y 4x, then minus x squared. Diba? Now, since the y is negative in form, I'm going to change that one into positive by multiplying both end by negative 1. Diba? Okay. So, meaning, wait. Nauna na to. Okay. So, negative 1 times y, that is y. Here, it's negative 4x and positive x squared. Or I can rewrite that one into like this, y equal to x squared minus 4x. Diba? So, meaning, you understand nga nung nahimo siyang x squared minus 4x sa y. Then, after that, you have your y's. Okay, let me bold that one. So, nanamoy y. After that, you put the y onto the original equation. So, I've decided to use this one, the second one, since kini man atong gi-work out at first in substitution. So, meaning, whatever comes up here, you use it in the second equation. That's why it will become like this. So, that is y square, it's y minus 2x equal to negative 5. Here is the original, kini ha, first and the second. So, y minus 2x equal to negative 5. I change all the y into this. Imo nang i-substitute. So, it becomes like this. Kini. So, this basically are your y's. Your y rather. So, just copy the symbol. Minus 2x, then minus negative 5. Or the sign rather, not the symbol. Next, get rid the bracket. So since positive siya, positive wala negative here, so it will not change any. So just the same. Then after that, add like terms, so it will become x squared minus 6x equal to negative 5. Make the other side equal to 0 so that you can have your value of x. Diba? Since naka x squared siya, so meaning there are two possible answer for x. So these are your x's. Okay, so x minus 1, because this is x squared minus 6x plus 5. So you factor out that equation, then it will become x minus 1 and x plus minus 5 rather. So you have x, the two value of your x's should be asa naman to? So kini should be 1 and positive 5. Okay, so take note, we have our x's already. Okay, now let's proceed to y. Now let's use these values respectively. Let's start with 1, then after that we can have 5. Let's find the y if the x is 1, and let's find the y if the x is 5. We can either use any of those equations on the top here. So I decided I chose the second equation, so y minus 2x, as you can see. Now I substitute all the x into 1, as you can see, y minus 2x, so it becomes y minus 2 times 1, so it's negative 2 equal to negative 5. Put the negative 2 constant to the other side, it will become positive 2, so y is equal to negative 3. Now the next one is y minus 2 6, and change the x into 5, so I have positive 5. So meaning here, if the x is 1, the answer, the y is negative 3, and the x is 5, the y is positive 5. So meaning those are our solutions. Okay, again, those are our solutions. Now let's proceed to example number 2. Okay, example number 2, solve the system. Let me change the value in the here. So x plus 3y. No, that's not the. Okay, number 2, guys, is x square plus y square is equal to 20. X plus 3y equal to 2. Okay, so the first equation has squares, the second wala. So it's hard for us to eliminate since um, we're going to multiply the second equation into x so that we can have x squared. Then if we're going to multiply an x to the second equation, then we create another x again to the 3y, so it become 3xy. So again, it's hard to use elimination on this example. So if you can if you encounter on this kind of problem, use substitution. Okay, so you can either choose whatever you want, first equation or second equation, but I decided to use the second equation since second equation is much easy. Walay square, diba? Dali ra kayo. So x plus 3y, so it's gonna be x equal to 2 minus 3y because positive 3y. If I gonna put that one, the other side will become negative. So I have x already, then I can substitute that one. Then I going to use the first equation, the x square here. Kana mo na akong gamiton kay ako man gamit as the value of my x diri. So here ako nang ibutang ang value ni x in this first equation. So I have here, okay, on is siya. So this is the x. Then as you can see, nasa power of 2 plus y square equal to 20. Okay, so after that, you factor out, or should I say make it in the simplest form. Since naka binomial square siya, make it into trinomial. Okay, then after that if we can eliminate something, then eliminate. We can add up something, then add up. So 2 square, that is 4. So 2 exponent multiplied to 2 here and multiplied to negative 3y, that's negative 12y. That's why negative 12y. Next is the last term, negative 3y squared, that is positive y squared. Okay, itudluan na muna ko ani. I hope wala mo maglibugingan. Then copy the symbol or the sign, then y squared equal to 20. Next, arrange. So 9y squared plus y squared minus 12y plus 4 minus 20 equal to 0. So I put the 0 on the other side. Next to that, add like terms, 10y squared minus 12y minus 16 equal to 0. And if you can see, guys, all the terms that we have are divisible by 2. So we can reduce these terms here, or the equation itself, by multiplying it by 1 over 2 or dividing each of the term by 2. So 10y squared, it becomes 5y squared. Negative 12y, it becomes 6y. Then negative 16 become negative 8. Okay, so after that, I have trinomial here. I can basically factor out this one. So I already figured out what are those numbers. So I have y minus 2 and 5y plus 4. So equal to 0 each. So the value of my y here is 2 and 4 over 5 here. So the y is 2, the y is negative 4 over 5. Now we're going to use this value by substituting to the original equation, just look for the equation kung sa yung ganahan, primero ba ikaduha, para madali kana ikaduha para dali. Now let me check. Let's start with if y is 2. Okay, so x plus 3y equal to 2. Okay, let me check. X plus 3 equal to 2 and 2. Okay, x plus 6 equal to 2. So meaning x equal to negative 4. Diba? Negative, positive 6, balance sa pikas, negative 4. So, therefore, we can conclude that if the x is negative 4, then the y is 2. So, that is the first solution. Now, let's proceed to the second one, which is the y is negative 4 fifth. X plus 3y equal to 2. Okay. X plus 3, 2. Oh no, sorry. It's negative 4 over 5. Diba? 2. Okay. Now here, x plus 3 times negative 4, that is 12. So negative 12 over 5 equal to. Now here, if I'm gonna put the 12/5 on the other side, it will become x 2 plus 12 over 5. Now add fractions, x equal to, so 12 over 5, that should be atong tanawan. Okay, that it should be 2 plus 2 and 2 over 5. Ato lang himong ato siyang himong improper fractions. LCD is 5. 5 divide 1. 5 times 2, that's 10. Okay, then 5 divide 5. 1 times 12, 12. So this would be 22 over 5. Okay, it's 22 over 5. Let me check. Yes, it's 22 over 5. Okay, if the x is 22 over 5, then your y is negative 4 over 5. Okay, so those are your answers. Okay. Now let's proceed to the next example that we have. Here, solve exercise. Example number 3. Okay, solve the system. Okay, these are the equation, or this is a system. 4x squared, okay, minus y squared equal to negative 5. 8x squared plus y squared equal to 17. Okay, now this is our system. Let me check if what do you want me to choose as the, what do we call this one? We can eliminate. Okay, eliminate nato ni. Okay, since the y we can eliminate. Okay, eliminate so it will become 4x. Tanawan niyo sa atuang tanawan niyo kanang red kanang ipakita na to sa ang system. Negative y square or positive y square, so we can eliminate that one. Okay, so excuse me, it will become 4x square, then 8x square, that is 12x square, diba? Next is negative 5 and 17, that's 12, diba? Then we can have this one, where's a bit, okay, let's continue. 12x square is equal to 12. Okay, as we after we cancel out the y, then 12x square minus 12 equal to 0, diba? If we try to put the other side. Now, if we can have, if we try to deduct this one, we can divide both side by 12, so we can have x square minus 1, diba? Now, after that, since x naka-square, we can have two possible answer to this. Now, you try to think if pwede ba nato siya i-factor out. Okay, this is x, and this is negative 1, then wala, dili pwede, di ba? Dili na to pwede siya ma-factor out. Dili makita ninyo. Look at this one. So x, so x square. Now, unsa man ang pwede nga number nga mahimo siyang 1, negative 1 rather, positive 1 o negative 1. Pero if ato nang buhaton ngay nga na guys, maka-create ta og another equation na mahimo siyang if we try to make it that way, so it will become x squared, then okay, ato i-check x squared, then negative x, then positive x, then negative 1. Oh, pwede din. Okay, so here x equal to negative 1, then the other one x is equal to positive 1. So our x is negative 1 and 1, di ba? So yun na kayo. Now next natong buhaton, we're going to use these numbers to put on the upper one. Let's start with the 4x square. Okay, ito sa square, ito sa okay, here 4x square minus y square equal to negative 5. So 4 to negative 1 square minus y square negative 5. Next, 4 1 y square negative 5. 4 minus y square equal to negative 5. negative y square equal to negative 5 minus 4. Yes, 4. Now it will become negative y square equal to negative 9. Now y square equal to positive 9. Now if we try to di wala makita, y square is equal to positive 9. If we try to square root y, it will become positive 3 and negative 3. So meaning if the answer is negative 1, so duha ang possible answer. It could be positive 3 or negative 3. Diba? So meaning I can have two answer here for negative 1. It could be positive 3 and it could be negative 1 and negative 3. Now, let me proceed to nanay nakita ni ha. So sa negative 1 pa ni. So let's go back in this area. So let's start let us try to the positive 1. 4x square minus y square negative 5. Next 4, this is positive 1 positive 1 square minus y square equal to negative 5. This is 4 times 1 y square negative 5. Same answer, 4 y square negative 5. Next, this is negative y square. Atay padayon, same lang answer, negative 5 and minus 4. Here, negative y square negative 9. Next, capital letter muna. Negative positive y square positive 9. Now square root the negative, it's y equal to 3 and y is equal to negative 3. So meaning pag ang answer is, pag ang x is positive 1, the y could be positive 3, and as well as pag 1, it could also negative 3. So we have 4 answers. So mo niya itong mga tubag sa ubos guys, as you can see. Okay, now let's proceed to the next one. Okay, next. Okay, next example number 4. Solve the system. Excuse me. So let's have the system. Okay, x squared plus y squared equal to 8. Then x minus y equal to 8. Now, the first equation squared siya, while the second equation wala. So it's very hard for us to multiply or to use the elimination process, since if we're going to multiply the second equation by x, then we can create another x by it will become negative xy and negative 8x. So basically we're not eliminating if we multiply x. Now what we can do here is that we're going to use substitution. Now after that, if there is an exist of x there, or should I say if there is a possible answer, then we can continue. If there's not, then meaning it's a quadratic equation. So let's proceed. Okay, so let's start with the second equation, since it's kind of easy. X minus y equal to 8. So I'm going to put the other side, the y onto the other side, so that I can have the x. So 8 equal to that's positive y, right? Then plus 8. So I have the value of x already. Now I'm going to use that value to the second equation, or the first equation rather, since I'm using the second equation. Okay, so let me use y plus 8. So this is y plus 8, y plus 8, that being powered by 2, diba? And plus y square equal to 8. Okay, after that, simplify, make it in the simplest form. So that will become y square plus 2 times y, 2y times 8, 16y plus 16y. Then after that, 8 squared, that plus 64 plus y square. I can also put the constant on the other side, so I can add it up to the 64. It will become negative 8 there, 0. Okay, so after that, add like terms, or just arrange first if you want. So let me arrange it first. Y square plus y square plus 16y plus 64 minus 8 equal to 0. Then add like terms. This is 2y square plus 16y plus 64 minus 8, that's 56. 56. Okay. 0. Now I have this. Okay, 2y square plus 16y plus 56. If you can see, we can definitely divide each of the term by 2, so we can reduce it. This will become y square plus 8y plus 56. It will become 25, 28 equal to 0. Now since y naka-square siya, so we can have two possible answer of the y. Okay, so y and y. Then the last one is 28. So 28, what are those number that we can multiply by 28? 1 and 28? Yes. Let me put that in this way. 1 and 28. Negative 1 and negative 28. What else? 2 and 14. Diba? 2 and 14, positive, and negative 2 and negative 14. Next is about 3. 12, 8, 16, 24, 9, 18, 27. So no 3. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So basically 5, 6, 7, 7. Diba? Plus 7, 14, 28. Sakto. Now, after that, since maura man na, I guess, how about 6? Pare. 6, 12. 6, 12, 18. 6, 12, 18, 24. 24, 30. Dili. So, maura na siya. Now, if we try to add, dapat ang resulta is 8y. Remember na ni mga negative ha. Positive 4, positive 7, and negative 4, negative 7. So since positive man ang 8y, so we focus on the positive. Since i-add man nato. Same raman sa dapat og symbol. So this is 11, this is 16, and this is 29. So basically dili nato siya maansiran. Meaning guys, pag ingani gani ang situation, meaning we are dealing with quadratic equation. Now we're going to use the quadratic equation or quadratic formula so that we can answer this problem. Let's start with the formula of the quadratic equation. The formula, I'm going to put that one in the cell phone. So this should be x1 and 2 equal negative b plus minus square root of delta. Okay. Tarong natin doon. Ano lang. Delta all over 2a. Now, unsay formula sa delta para basig natinga mo ba asa na nako gikuha ng delta. So, look at the white paper. Delta formula. Ano siya? B square minus 4ac. So, nakoy gamay nga i-add up ani. Now, if delta, natay i-add up niya. If delta, ito lang ito. If delta is greater than 0, meaning ana, 2 roots. Okay? Now, if delta is equal to 0, meaning 1 double root. Okay? Ari day kay 2 roots are unequal. Unequal atong 2 roots, pero 0 gani 1 double root. Double siya pero pareha. Usa ra bali ba pero parehas. Now for if while the delta is less than 0, meaning no solution. Okay? Or no solution, or let's just say imaginary. Okay? So let's try to answer this one. Okay? Na naman tayo ko ano? So y square plus 8y atong i-bold ni be. Now we can have ang a is equal to 1 since wala may numerical coefficient. Now b is equal to 8. Next, c is equal to 28. Okay? So, muna siya nga to ang atong value. 1, 8, and 28. Okay? So, let's try to answer first the delta. So, the delta formula is b square minus 4ac. Diba? Mo muna. Okay? So, b square minus 4ac. This is the delta formula. So substitute, that would be the b is 8 square. Okay, minus 4c. 4, ang a is 1. Then the c is 28. Okay. So basically, ano lang, i-continue na to. 8 square, this should be 64 minus 4 times 1, 4, 28. 4 times 28, that should be pila ba? 28 plus 28, 56. 56, 112, 112. Okay? So meaning the answer is negative, um, para mahimo siyang 100 sa 64, nagkinahanglan siya 36, 46, 48, negative 48. Okay, so since the delta is negative man guys, so meaning the answer here is imaginary. Okay, so ato lang kung ano ni no distinct solution ha, no distinct solution. Anaon lang nato. Basically na answer pero it's imaginary. No distinct solution. Now let's continue. Since we know already that the value of delta is negative 48, let's continue the formula of the quadratic equation. Okay? So x ato lang x sub 1 ato lang na naon anaon lang nato basta as we know na atong gi-answer is the value of the unsa man ni atong gi kuan gani y man ni no, so we are trying to answer the value of y. Okay, so here, okay, negative b, negative pila tong b, 8, negative b plus minus, so plus ta una, then after that una sa sunod is minus, so plus the square root of negative 48. So let's try to have in my calculator. Okay, as you can see, dili lang nako i-flip, tanawa lang niya. Square root of negative 48. So that is an imaginary. Okay, 4 square root of 3 imaginary. So meaning this is 4 atong panambi square root of imaginary, insert formula. Okay, square root 4 no 3i, then here is 4. Okay, oh, come on. Okay, so negative 8 plus 4 square root of 3i or imaginary number. Okay, divide pa. How about if I gonna make it like this sa para maklaro sa tanan. Let's start with this. Dayon in the numerator, that is negative 8, and after that negative 8 plus ta, then after sa plus maghimo tag imaginary. Okay, imaginary in square root, so this is 4 square root of 3i. Okay, dayon ubos over 2. Okay, very good. Okay, di ba? Coming from the formula, so it becomes 8 negative 8 plus 4 square root of 3i all over 2. Yeah, since plus man na, let's proceed to the next one. Kini, it will become minus. Okay, so those are muna atong answer guys for the y's, as you can see, di ba? Okay, so muna ato ang mga values sa atong y. So 4 square root of 3i or the imaginary. Let's go back to the one, this. Okay, Okay. Take note guys na ito sa ubos na part. So, we can really eliminate since whole number maning negative 8 and positive 4, and we can reduce that one. So, it will become dili lang na ito makimutag lagi. Equal. Okay. It will become like this. Insert object. Then from 4 4 plus 2 function square root 3i. Okay, so na then kini may mo negative. Okay, so nawala ng 2. Ang 4 it should be negative. Okay, here should be negative. Now if we can continue this one guys, take note these are the i's. Okay, mo ni siya ang I. Now if we going to continue here, is as you can see in the original equation, tanawa kini, diba? So muna si y, diba? Here x square plus y square is equal to 8. So kana siya is the value of y. So basically kung ato na siyang i-substitute diri guys, ang tubag sa x guys is just the same. So meaning kung ang imong x kay kining first, then there are two possible answer for the y, kini o kini ikaduha. So basically ngani ang akong bot ipasabot. Okay, for example, let's start with this. Four plus okay, 4 ito na lang na ipang itong the answer ganiha kay y man, di ba? Now let's start to answer the x. Okay, so here x minus y, go back to the original problem para makahibaw ta sa y kaysa ato nang gamiton para i-substitute murag taas kayo og process. Kini na lang atong buhaton, negative 8. So we'll change this one x ganiha y man to. Here nangita ta na si x ang atong gikuan para ma-substitute nato karon bali. So here it become negative y equal to 8 minus x, then here it will become y equal to x minus 8, diba? So kana atong gamiton x minus 8 are kay y plus 8. So next atong gamito na siya to our second equation, the first equation, x square. So x square plus atong ibalhin, atong i-substitute x minus 8. Okay, square equal to 8. Then next ato ang buhaton na ni is atong i-simplify, di ba? So it will become x square plus x square, binomial square man himo na tong trinomial. 2 times x, 2x, 2x negative 8, it's negative 16x, then positive 64. Okay, then 8. Next, add like terms to x square minus 16x plus 64 then minus 8. So basically parehas ra gyud siya, sign ray kalahian later on. Makasabot mo kung siya kung kasabot. Sige. Let's continue. That's 2x squared. 2x squared minus 16x plus 56 0. 2x squared, that's x squared minus 8x plus 28 equal to 0. Now, as we can see, x squared minus 8x plus 28, dili na nato na siya simplify because this is a quadratic equation. So meaning we're going to use the same format or the same solution. Let's start with the delta. Delta is delta itong na. Ito is what's the delta? Negative b square. Negative b square ba ito? No, wala yung negative. B square minus 4 AC. Okay? Now, kaya rin sa ubos na part. Okay. Okay. Now, next. The B is ato sa ni equal na de identify. A is equal to 1. B is equal to negative 8. C is equal to 28. Okay. So B is negative 8. Negative 8 minus 4. A is 1. C is 28. Okay. Now 64. This is 64. 4. 28. This is 100. 20, 56. 112. So delta is negative 36, 46, 48. Negative 48. Okay, negative 48. So that would be the delta. Now let's go back to the let's go back to the original equation. I mean quadratic equation rather. Makita niyo sa screen, negative b. The b is negative 8. Negative 8. Okay. And plus tauna. Square root of negative 48. Nakita na ninyo ang calcu ganiha. It will become insert murag naka tara. Okay. Negative 8. This would be 4 square root of 3i. Okay. Dayon take note na pa ni divide 2. Pwede ba kaya na natin himuong napa ni divide 2 ha. Underline pala. A is 1, so 2, diba? Now let's have negative times negative, that is positive. Maghimo sa tag himo sa tag object formula para y libog. So negative times negative, that's positive 8. Positive 8. And plus 4 divide 2, that's 2 na lang. Then function square root 3i. Okay. Over wala na ni. Yes, wala na ni. Nag-cancel out na. Okay. So muna ni siya ang forma. Then the next one, katong picas here, it should be negative. Here na part should be negative. Okay. So mo na siya value sa atong x, guys. So kini ang atong x. Kung ang ato ang y, or should I say kini ang atong x. So kini atong x, dayon ang atong y katong duha. Kini pud ato ang x, then ang possible nga y katong duha. So ang akong bot pasabot mo ni siya. Let's start with this x first. Kini siya. Ang iyang y, okay, ang iyang y mo ni siya. Ano 8 pa man eh. This should be 4 na. Kaya i-divide mo na. Okay. 8 divide 2 is 4 na na. Here. Okay. Kini ang x, tayon ang y, kini. Okay. Dayon, ikaduha na, kini ang x gyapon. Kini ha. Kini ang x. Dayon ang y, kini ikaduha na po dire. Kini. Okay. Okay. Tanawan niyo yung kalahian. X same ra. Pero ang y ani is tanawa. Negative then plus. And here negative, negative. Okay, sunod na panaa di pa na mao. If kini ang x, okay, kini ang y. Okay. Okay, muna si now last, kung kini ang x, wala na ako nabutang tama. Tama. Kini ang y. Okay. Alright. Nahuman na gyud. So muna ang x ug ang y. Nakibaw ko nga dili sa iyon. Pila ta ka oras na human. Discuss ani. So ingana ra gyud na siya. Basta ang delta negative, it's an imaginary. There's no distinct solution. So don't worry. Kay tagsara po na mo gawas nga no distinct solution. Kasagaran dali ra. Dili na magamit og imaginary. Alright. Taas po rin. Tanawang kaliya, no? So, kini, ang x, puros sa ibabaw, kini nga part. Tanawang mga x, kay puros 4 plus 2. Tanaway lang mga y. Sa permiro, negative 4 plus 2. Kadua, negative 4, negative 2. Sa ubos, 4 minus 2 na ang x. Tayo ang ilahang y, negative 4 plus 2, then negative 4, negative 2. Okay, again, I hope nga dili ni siya torture para sa inyong kaugalingon. Hinay-hinay lang, dili man ni siya dali masabtan. You can practice more. And if you have any question, just comment or just ask me. You can beat me up. Comment in the comment section. Kung yan ako muhatag o ganang activity on this, in this lesson 6, kay napatay idugang katong factor out, i-factor out nato. Next video lang kay murag taas-taas na niya. Domingo, simba pa ta. Again, bye everyone. Hope you learn something. If wala gani, try to ibutang diri, focus, then ask me kung unsay problema. Okay? So, bye everyone.